Hello again, the internet. I figured that before beginning this journey of a millennial and taking you all with me, it would make sense to have a little bit of an establishing introduction to show sort of where I'm right now. I did a degree in environmental studies because I wanted to change the world, to put my day job hours towards making the world a better place. Because obviously, like, environmental studies, you don't just love trees, you're also trying to save we as a species from the things that we have done to ourselves, such as mercury poisoning in the water and destabilizing the ocean ecosystems that then crashes our fisheries, stuff like that. I had a great time in school, had some good co-op jobs, and I was like, this is my thing. Coming out of university, I got a job working at a call center, and it was a call center for a company that does environmental services. So I was kind of like, like, hey, it's a starting point, we'll move up. Eventually I figured out that they outsource all of their actual environmental things, such as waste audits, and the only way they were okay with me moving up was to go from a sales and customer service representative to an account manager and up the horrifying, soul-sucking corporate chain. I have some stand-up bits about why that's soul-sucking and why it makes sense that you come out with less of a soul, and it's just a natural psychological coping mechanism. But the point is, I didn't want that, so I went on a little bit of a leave. I actually tried to leave the job, but when I told them that it was to find myself, they were like, oh, well, you can do that part-time, right? Yes, so I'm still there part-time. I've also picked up this gig where I go cook in French with kids at schools. It's called Chef à l'école. Lots of fun. I get the kids dancing and cooking and speaking in French, and they like it, and I'm exhausted because it's a ton of life energy, but I'm happy. During the finding myself part, I realized that, I disliked corporate life so much. How about that dream of acting that I had as a child and a young adult? I mean, I didn't do that because I was a product, sorry, not a product, I was a creator of teen pregnancy, and, to this day, my son and I live with my parents, so I figured I had to get a real job coming out of school. But because I still live with my parents, I was like, wait a minute, what if we just swing the pendulum the other way and try to follow that childhood dream? So we've been trying out acting, it's been a great time, haven't been making much money, hence keeping day jobs, have had a lot of fun, have found a lot out about myself, about being good at things, about learning itself. There's been lots of learning, and that's been excellent. But with the cooking at schools in French, a school will book basically years in advance, so you can't be like, oh, hey, I have an audition, I can't do that session, can we move it till tomorrow? No. So that's part of the reason that I've realized I need to maybe try something else while I'm doing the chef thing. The other thing is that I love being on set and being on stage. It's so fun. I love empathizing with a character and pulling myself in and becoming basically a different human and living another little piece of life. But I don't know if that's going to save the world. I suspect not. I don't know if I'm going to save the world, and in my darker moments I suspect not. But I do want to try. I do want to try and fail at other things aside from just acting. If you haven't read the book Siddhartha, it's an amazing book about the journey of finding yourself and the desire to try things and maybe succeed, maybe fail, before you get to your end goal. So yeah, that's the little preamble of this series of where I'm at now. I should probably get back to concentrating on operating this motor vehicle. Mikey out. We'll talk soon.